Hello everyone, it's Carolyn, and I just wanted to make a brief little message to you today about the spirit of generosity. And we're moving into the holidays and we're thinking about, what we're going to purchase and where we're going to go and what we're going to do. And so I just wanted to give you a couple quick reminders on different ways to sort of view generosity and how to bring more of that into your life. So I wanted to remind you all that we have to let go of the idea of getting something back. So reciprocity just happens naturally. So if we can sort of let go of the idea that we're going to expect something in return for whatever we're giving, our time, our money, a gift, a compliment, letting go of the idea that you're going to get something in return is one of the most beautiful ways to experience the feeling of generosity. Another way is to just plan on giving. I think a lot of us get to this time of year or any time of year, even when you're planning for your next fiscal year, if you're not setting aside the money to give, to gift, to contribute, to tithe, oftentimes it's just not there. So the idea of planning to give and actually budgeting that out is key, because then even in your mind, you're preparing for generosity. Another thing I wanted to remind you to do in order to feel and be more generous this season is to try to let go of the things that you think you cherish, things that you think might be so precious that you couldn't let go of. Some of you know I just moved, and so when you're moving, you are going through all of your stuff and you're having to make decisions as far as what's coming and what's going and what's necessary. And it's a really great time to pare down and prune away and figure out, if something happened to this thing, how would I feel? And in the spirit of generosity, what if I gave this thing away that was so precious to me? How would I feel? Just a thought for you. Because another thought is, go ahead and be impulsive. If you feel moved to give someone something, or if you feel moved to compliment someone, if you feel moved to contribute or to volunteer, just say yes. Just say yes. I think we hear a lot about, I overschedule, or it's okay to say no. But when it comes to feeling generous, just say yes. Be impulsive. And also be wildly and obsessively grateful. When you are so filled with gratitude for everything that you have all of this time, you have this beautiful house, you have all of these things, you have a car that runs, you have food in the table, being so obsessively grateful sets you up to receive more so that you can then give more. And it's that beautiful cycle of giving and receiving that is at the heart of the holiday season. And another thing is, right, when you're feeling moved to give and contribute, think about the things that you wish you would have received. Give what you want to receive. And, I think a lot of us have heard this story about how, Tony Robbins, when he was very young, their family was very poor. And one Thanksgiving, they were gifted a turkey dinner. And it was such a huge boon for their family, because they wouldn't have had anything otherwise, that now he has set up an organization that feeds 2 million people every Thanksgiving. You don't know what the gift you're going to give someone is going to reap in benefits down the road. So the last thing I wanted to leave you with is the universe, you guys, is always expanding. There is always more. When you feel hesitant to spend on the gift or to spend the time or to give in some way, just one of the things that I say to myself all the time is, there's more where that came from. Yep, I'm going to, do this now, but there's more where that came from. The universe is always growing. There's no shrinkage, okay? So you can have anything, you can bring in anything, and the more you give, the more you will be able to receive. So those are my thoughts on generosity and giving for this holiday season. I hope that some of that resonated with you. And if it did, you can absolutely send me an email, write it in the comments. And if you feel like someone else would benefit from this message, please send it on. All right, love and light. Talk to you next week.